are we really to the point in America where we can't tell the truth anymore? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. We're trying to figure out, how did we get here? How did we get to a place to where our country is on the edge? We are on the edge of disaster. How did that happen? Because nobody's been telling each other the truth for a very long time. Hey, you, dummy, you can't afford that house. Beat it. Hey, you should be in jail. Beat it. Hey, stop coming across our border. Beat it. Hey, you didn't pay your taxes. You shouldn't be the Treasury Secretary. Hey, you're the governor. Yeah, sucks to be you. You should be in jail. Oh, you, that governor? Oh, all you did was sleep with hookers? Yeah, you should be in jail. Oh, you, governor, you were just the governor of New Jersey. All you were doing is you just appointed your gay lover to Homeland Security, even though he didn't have any security. Yeah, you put us in danger. You should be in jail. Hey, your kid is failing in school, can't read? Yeah, we're not going to pass him. He does it again. Oh, your kid came in 8th place. Yeah, no trophies for 8th place. Oh, Al Gore, we'd love to listen to you. But you should probably, that IPCC report that you talk about all the time says the number one thing you can do to stop global warming is don't eat meat. When you're not eating meat, you call me, okay? Then we can talk. Oh, Barack Obama, you say that the economy is on fire and that we have to pass this stimulus bill so quickly that nobody could actually read it in Congress. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have gone out, for the 3-day weekend and then just waited until Tuesday when all the TV cameras were back and everybody was back at work to be able to sign that bill. You probably should have signed it Friday if it was so important. Oh, by the way, you say you've got to sign this bill in Denver, Colorado, in front of solar panels, companies that make solar panels. You got to stand there. Huh. How many gallons is it taking to fly Air Force One there? 10,000? And 10,000 back? That's weird. So in other words, you're burning enough fuel that the average person won't burn for 30 years. You're burning that so you can stand in front of solar panels so you can preach to us about the power of green energy. I'm sorry. I don't understand that one. We don't tell this people. We don't even talk about the truth. We don't even know what the truth is anymore. How could we possibly solve any problems? The president of the United States, I'm not going to fault him for having Air Force One and to have the security around him or the biggest gas-guzzling limo or anything like that. It's the president of the United States. However, we don't need to fly across the country so he can stand in front of some solar panels while he signs this stimulus bill. He doesn't need to do that. Is there anybody else that is a little upset that we have to cut our budget? You're cutting back at work. You're cutting back at home. You're cutting everything down, but they're not cutting anything. You know what the president should do? The president should announce today. I've been thinking about this, and it's just not right to come to the American people and say shared sacrifice. Remember? His wife said, some people are just going to have to give up some of their piece of the pie. Shared sacrifice. Well, it's not right for the biggest employer in the country, being the United States, to not have to share any of that sacrifice. So what he should say today is, I'm cutting the salary by executive order. I'm cutting the salary of everybody in Congress. I'm cutting the salary of every government employee. I'm cutting the salary, and I'm not only cutting the salary of everybody in the White House, I'm also working for free. Because I know I'm going to be, I do this job for 4 years. I'm going to be able to give some speeches for $1 million a piece. And, I have mine. I don't need to worry about it. That's what he should do. At least as a PR move. People would say, well, at least they're serious. It's like California. California, here's California. They're on the verge of collapse. This is the 8th largest economy in the world. If California collapses, what do you think is going to happen to the rest of us? If you want to see the future of America, the model is California. People who care about, they've never met a tree that they don't like. They've never met a little salt mouse that they don't want to save. They've never seen an oil rig that they want to open. They've never seen a businessman that they like unless he'll help close the oil rig. They haven't seen a tax that they haven't seen a union that they want to close down. They haven't seen a governmental worker that they want to fire. And so what happens? They drive all the business out. They don't have any real revenues because they just keep raising taxes, which drives more people and more businesses out. They haven't met an illegal immigrant that they want to send home. Let's educate them first, and let's get them to the hospital. So now their health care is struggling. Their schools are struggling. Their state is on fire. No one will buy their bonds. They're starting to sell their bonds to each other. They're just selling them to different departments in the state. You can't do that. That's Bernie Madoff stuff. When if you really wanted to get serious, if you really understood what our country or what California is facing, the first thing you would do is, guys, as much as I love this program or this program or this program, as much as I don't want to close down this division, what businessman has ever closed a division that he wants to close down? When is anyone gleefully cut people and let them loose? We're looking at GM possibly closing, going bankrupt. Who ever thinks that that's a good idea? But businesses do it because they have no choice. Government thinks they have a choice because they can just print the money. It doesn't matter. They'll just get a bailout. They'll just print more money and give it to the states or they give it to themselves. It doesn't work that way. If you were serious, you'd be taking an axe to programs just like businesses are doing to their businesses.